Yeah. So one of the things that holds people back, and not just Atlanta, but you can speak on it, is interest rates. And I know they were pretty low at one point during the pandemic. I know they've kept up back over three. What's your outlook on interest rates, and what are you seeing? Are you seeing people doing 15-year conventional loans or 30-year conventional? What are you seeing? Are we buying in cash out there? What's going on?
You want me to take this or you got
Oh,
this?
well, I can tell you,
Tell them.
the money is outside. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but most people are doing a 30-year fix because the interest rates are so low. But I'm finding more and more cash buyers, and we used to see that a lot in the lower price points, like 200,000, 300,000. I'll tell you, the other day, a home that one of my buyers lost an offer on, it was listed at 657,000. It sold at 770,000 to a cash buyer in
Mm.
Alpharetta, Georgia. So I say that to say I'm noticing more and more cash buyers. I just reviewed an offer for one of my agents, and she just lost an $800,000 house to a cash buyer. So our cash buyers are relocating here to Atlanta. Atlanta is actually number 4 on the list for the best place to live in the world. So keep in mind, you have DMV, you have California, you have Miami. All these places are coming here because no matter how our prices are, the cost of living in Atlanta is still better than all these other locations.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
reminds me a lot. My bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, this reminds me a lot of 2007. So Alpharetta and Norcross was like on fire.
Yes.
Properties were like 400,000. What are some of the best areas in Atlanta to invest in? And do you see any similarities from 2007 and 8 to now?
The only similarity that I see is the demand. We have a lot of demand and a lot of people purchasing, but that's the only similarity because then we had a lot of inventory back in 2006, 2007. So we were able to actually help those people buy those properties. In this particular climate, we have no inventory. And on top of that, there's so many more lending restrictions. You just can't walk in a bank and say, hey, I'm a millionaire. My credit score is 700. Give me a house. Now they want your blood, your sweat, your tears, your husband's blood, your dog's
Unless you're
blood.
coming with cash. Yeah.
You can't just walk in there. There's so many layers. So you can't do that. But the areas that I see that I think that most people really want to pay attention to is the part of Marietta that's by the Brave Stadium, that's 30039, if I'm not mistaken, but that specific zip code where the Brave Stadium is, Brookhaven 30319, it is
Brookhaven's popping. Yeah.
It's popping because it's right outside of Buckhead and it's not overly saturated. So you want to go there. We also have the Westview, West End area, which we saw significant growth with them last year to the point where the mayor put a hold on permits because the prices were increasing so much. And a whole lot of modern builds are being built. So anything within the city of Atlanta, yes, East Atlanta 30317, West Atlanta 30318. West Atlanta is really, really growing because they've created their own city within the city, and that used to be Bankhead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bankhead. Shout out to Tony.
Shout out.
But they got the belt line, right?
Yes. Yes, so the Atlanta Beltline is attracting so many people, and it's really adding that convenience here because that's the only thing that we didn't have. We didn't have the convenience of the Beltline. We didn't have that indoor-outdoor living, but now we have that in Atlanta, and it's growing significantly. More restaurants, more buildings are coming here. It's just amazing.
No, that's a fact. Matt, let me ask you for 2 questions. I want to get your take on the interest rate question since you're in that world. And then also, I hear mortgages for second homes are skyrocketing right now. So what's your take on those 2 different things?
Yeah, absolutely, man. So interest rates right now, I would say for the loan applications that I see, I'm seeing more 30-year fixed than anything, right? It's just, to me, the most cost-effective way to purchase a home versus going to a 15 or 20-year mortgage. So most of the applications that me and my team see is all 30-year fixed, right? Interest rate wise, FHA still at an all-time low. Depending on property type, loan amount, you can be anywhere in that 2.625% range, maybe to like 3%, just depending on credit scores, property type, and loan amount. But rates are still extremely low. Conventional mortgages, high 2s, low 3s, again, depending on credit score, property type, loan amount. So rates are fairly still low. Still at historical rates. Money is the cheapest it's ever been over the past couple of years. So definitely Don't wait, don't hesitate in my Troy voice.
Yeah.
Because it's here today and gone tomorrow. Now, as far as mortgages for second homes, I mean, this is, happening all over the country because of COVID, because of the pandemic. People can work from home. People are making more money because of they're investing. So now you have these luxuries where you don't have to stay in New York 24/7 to go to work. Companies are now embracing people working home and working on Zoom. So now you have places like Miami, for example, their luxury market with second homes is up 101% year over year. Like it's absolutely insane right now when it comes to this, right? And over the past 11 months, mortgage applications for second homes are up over 178%. You know what I'm saying? Year over year, and it's on an 11-month straight growth streak. So it's absolutely incredible. This is the time for those who have money to be able to go ahead and buy second homes. You can use these second homes as Airbnb, so they can serve for a 2-for-1, right? When you go out of town, you can go visit, you can stay there with your family, your friends, or whoever. And when you're not there, you can Airbnb it, and it can pay for itself. So it's a double-edged sword, so to speak. So those second homes, look into it, people, man. I mean, you got so many good areas, Poconos, Miami, whatever your budget is. And if you're dealing with vacation areas, especially now, America is reopened. Look at the CDC. They finally going to open up New York in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Like CDC is saying, forget your mask, go outside, live la vida loca. You know what I'm saying?
Future. Somebody put future on right now.
Mask off.
Matt,
Be careful.
But be careful. I'm gonna still be outside in my mask.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna hold y'all up.
It's
but-
interesting with Cuomo. He got in that scandal, and all of a sudden, he's lifting everything in New York. So be mindful.
we can hang out all night now.
Matt,
Yeah.
Matt,
well, you was in that event in Atlanta. There's no point in ever wearing a mask again.
Yeah, nah.
Bro, I was terrified. I'm like,
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you up. I was kind of nervous, but then,
I was
Yo, my sisters are texting me like, "Where's your mask? Where's your mask?" I'm like,
I got cursed out. My dad,
I heard about that.
my
I heard
dad-
about that.
My dad cursed me out, man.
I heard about that.
mine's coming tomorrow, and my mom said, "You was out there with no mask in Atlanta."
Mine's in my pocket. That's a fact. Matt,
I'm like, what can you do?
The best. Ian posted a picture. He looked so miserable with that mask in his hand, like he was just like he was
Man,
peer pressure to take it off.
Because I want to be personable and talk to people and not be rude and keep the mask on. But I'm like, if these spores get in my body, I'm gonna be so mad. Like I'm on I Am Legend. Like, what you doing out here, Fred? Man, I'm gonna be upset. No, it's a blast in Atlanta, man.
they had the
man.
Corona cleanse out in Atlanta. Shout out to everybody in Atlanta that kept the Corona.
Shout out to ATL,
Yeah,
Wakanda.
I'm hating on this. Shout out to Atlanta. We kept the economy moving, okay? All of y'all was in Atlanta all last year. Quit playing.